this. Ooh. Hey guys, what is up? It is nessrebzz here and welcome back to my channel. I know I've taken a little bit of a break since Halloween, but school has literally had me by the neck. It just went totally insane where I was literally sleeping like 3 hours a night because it was just like project test, project test, project test. So I really didn't have time to even breathe, but literally sleeping 3 hours a night totally paid off because my marks are now great, okay? And that proves if you put in the work and you do your best, it'll pay off. Because literally, like, my average right now is like high. Don't want to really say numbers. But yes. So also, I just wanted to say, if you don't like me, if you don't like my videos, if you think it's all a joke, then guys, don't watch. All you're doing is giving me the benefit of giving me a view count. So if you don't like me, if you don't like my videos, don't like and watch. A little Manny MUA there for you. But yeah, for real, if you guys, if you don't like my face, don't watch. It's what it is. But yes, so if you want to see how to get this everyday soft glam look, be sure to keep watching. Alright, so first things first, starting off with my NYX pore filler. For foundation, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Matte Velvet in color 45. And I'm just taking a flat-ended stipple brush and we're just going to do it all over our face. For concealer, I'm going to be using the Makeup Forever Full Coverage Concealer in the color 5. For concealer, I kind of like to use my fingers, so I'll just put a little bit on it and then just, do the triangle. Now to set that all in, I'm taking the Ofra pressed powder and a little sponge and, bacon. And you also want to put this just underneath your cheekbones. This will help later on to get that really angled contour line without even contouring. So for brows, I'm taking the Maybelline Brow Precise pencil in the color Deep Brown. First I'm going to sharpen it. Brush them out. I need a mirror. Alright, so now that I have a furry bush on my forehead, I'm going to be taking the NYX Sculpt and Highlight Face Duo. And I'm just going to take the highlight part and a thin brush, and we're just going to help sharpen up and shape these brows. And finally, to set my eyebrows, I'm using the NYX Control Freak Brow Gel. Okay, time to start on the eyes. So first for primer, I'm going to be using the NYX HD Eyeshadow Base. Alright, so first things first for the eyes, I'm taking the Studio Makeup On The Go palette in Warm Up. And I'm going to be taking this top middle shade and just applying it all over my eyes. This shade is perfect to just kind of be a base and match your skin. Very natural, And it's also super pigmented, so it hides all of my nasty eye veins. Because my eyelids are hella thin. I feel like the only downfall with this palette, though, is that there's no mirror. So I'm like struggling to see in my big mirror what's happening. I totally could hold a mirror, but then I have to keep going back and forth into this palette. It's much easier to just have it right here. Alright, so next for crease, I'm going in with another Studio Makeup On The Go palette in Cool Down. I'm gonna warm up, cool down, warm up, cool down. Sorry. And I am going in with the center shade with a tapered blending brush. And to just warm it up a little bit, I'm going in with the warm-up palette with the two center side shades. So now I'm taking a flat brush in the Cool Down palette. I'm taking this light pink shade along with this sparkly metallic purpley pinky shade and just putting this all over my lid. And on top of that, I'm taking my Carly Bybel palette, and in this sparkly shade right here, I'm just going to apply it on top as well, just to add a little bit more sparkle and color. Alright, so taking this pointed tapered brush and both warm up and cool down in the bottom center shades, we're just going to give a little bit of smoke and define the crease a little bit more. And going in with my tapered blending brush, we're just going to blend it out a little bit. And then taking the black shade, we're going to just put a little bit in the outer corner. Taking a smaller blending brush, we're just going to blend it out. Alright, so going in with the flat brush we used for our pink sparkles, we're going in with this more purpley sparkle. We're just going to take a little bit and put it right there to kind of have a blend into the smoke. And now I'm just reworking the colors back in to get a more defined smoky smoke. So I'm going to be taking a small pointed tapered brush and this lightest shade in Cool Down, and we're just going to highlight right underneath our brows. And then also I'm going to be putting it in the inner corner. Next, I'm going to be taking the Amply mascara and just putting one single coat on my eyelashes right before we put on our falsies. And next, I'm taking my Ardell lash glue and a pair of lashes and putting them on. Goodness, I love when my eyelashes stick. Where's the other eyelash? It would really be helpful if you actually worked. Alright, so now that our lashes are on, as we wait for them to dry, I'm going to start with the eyeliner. I'm taking the Fierce Flicks Felt Tip eyeliner in a small angled brush. Just wiping that on there and lining my eyes. Alrighty, so now going back with the Amply mascara, just blending in my real lashes with the falsies. Alrighty, so before we do underneath our eyes, I'm going to take a big fluffy brush and kind of just brush off the powder. So for my bronzer and contour, I'm taking a fluffy angled brush and the NYX Highlight and Contour palette. And I'm going to be taking these two shades, mixing them together and brushing away. So for blush, I'm taking the Too Faced Sweetheart blush in the color Peach Beach and a blush brush, and we're just going to put a little bit. For highlighter, I'm taking the Carly Bybel palette in the first two highlighting shades and a tapered highlighting brush. Girl, ooh, what a highlight. Ooh, I absolutely love this palette, not only for the eyeshadows, but just everything. Like, everything is so pigmented, so sparkly, like, I love it. And in the lightest shade, I'm just taking a little bit and just putting it on my nose, on the tip, down the bridge, brush it up a little bit, Cupid's bow, and a little bit on the chin. So going back to underneath the eye, I'm taking the Cool Down palette, and I'm going to be taking the 2 pink shades that we started off with, and just going underneath in the first half. In the middle, we're going in with the purpley sparkly shade. Then taking the tapered brush, we're going in with this darker sparkly shade. I'm just going in the last third. So for lips, I'm taking the Starlooks Liquid Matte Lipstick in the color Piquant, Piquant. Okay. And you can either leave your lips matte or you can add a gloss to them. I'm choosing to add a gloss, but I would totally wear them just matte like this. So I'm taking the Model Co lip lacquer and just putting that right on top. So here we have the finished look. Just throw on whatever you want to wear, fix your hair up, and you are all set. If you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, and also make sure you press the subscribe button. It'll really help me out. So yeah, be sure to share this video, subscribe, like, comment, do the whole thing, and also check out some of my past videos on my channel. So, with that being said, until next time, later YouTube. Maybelline Bro Oh, my shoulders just went pop, 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 pop. But, I mean, what can you do? This is over.